Hello, everypony, and welcome to Ocarina of Time 3D, episode 13, where we're going to be doing the Water Temple, as soon as I can remember how to play it.
It's been
As
a
always,
long time since we chose this.
it has been a long time since we last did a recording of this. We had a whole bunch of Ocarina of Time recorded, and so then we started doing, like, the Alpha Sapphires, and we haven't done an Ocarina of Time since we started the Alpha Sapphires. That's how many we had
Yeah, I've been having too much
recorded.
fun recording the Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah. That's just how many Ocarina of Time episodes that we had on backup. So, anyway, as per usual, I am Serene Inc., and with me is,
Sadia, hey, what's up?
as I'm sure everybody has probably guessed by now, but hey, intros, I do them
You
every, I do
don't
them,
have to do the intro every time, though, and everyone knows. It's like, then
eh,
again, LPers do that all the time, so what the heck am I thinking?
yeah, well, people on YouTube do that because um, the people who watch may not have been watching from the beginning. They may have started on that episode. So it's not like broadcasting where when you start watching, you're watching from the beginning of the cast. So every episode is a chance for new people that have never watched you to start watching. So it depends on the LPer, really.
Hmm.
Some LPers, like, there's this one guy that I watch on YouTube, and his whole intro is, "Hey guys, it's Pat." And that's literally his whole intro. And, like, he plays with his girlfriend, and he'll say, "Hey guys, it's Pat," and then she'll say, "Hey guys," and that'll be their intro. That's literally their whole intro.
Oh,
It's like,
jeez.
okay,
Oh, hi, Rudo.
yep, you're Link, right? It's Rudo. Don't forget the vows we made to each other. You're a terrible man. Keep me waiting 7 years. Yada yada. Oh, that's not yet. It's odd that, like, all of the other curses and things like that that occur in this game immediately end. But even after you complete this dungeon, Zora's domain is still frozen. It's weird. It's like, I don't think they thought that one through. I actually watched an LPer that's hilarious. Well, it's not really an LPer. It's the dude on YouTube that does a show called Really Freaking Clever. And he's been doing a series lately called Not So Clever. And what Not So Clever is basically like things wrong with video games. And for an April Fool's joke, he did his first Not So Clever video, which was 64 things wrong with Ocarina of Time. It got so popular that he then proceeded to do he then proceeded to do a bunch of them, basically covering the entire game. And now he's doing a 64 things wrong with Majora's Mask, which he's done 2 of them so far. It's hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
And, like, they're all, like, joke things. Like, he'll be going along and he'll just say something random. So, he does sometimes point out things that legitimately make no sense, but some things are like, what? So it's pretty hilarious. I like watching it. Yay, water temple.
Woo! Everyone's favorite.
Right? Everyone's favorite, and usually the one that people dislike the most. Although, despite the water temple's infamy for being such a terrible dungeon, it's actually, like, there's a lot of Zelda fans that don't have a problem with it. I actually watched a video that was for the 25th anniversary, and it was this YouTuber asking a whole bunch of different people, you know, what was their favorite part of Zelda and what was their least favorite and so on. And surprisingly, very few people actually said that they had any problems with the water temple. Most people were talking about like the Shadow Temple and the Spirit Temple, and I didn't like doing the well because it was so scary and things like that. Very few people actually said the water temple as the thing that they hated most in Ocarina of Time.
Hmm.
I don't really mind doing this. It's just tedious and monotonous. Too much backtracking. There's a lot of points where you have to go back and do something, and you forget that you've already gone back, and you forget that you haven't done the backtracking bit yet, and so then you forget that you have to do the backtracking. So like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go because everything's marked as blue on the map, but it's because you have to go back to an area
Yeah, I
you've
don't
already
think
been
it's
at.
too hard.
It's not really hard, it's just monotonous and kind of annoying. Again, it's mostly just feels like there's, you know, feels like you end up doing a lot of backtracking, which to be honest, you do backtrack a lot in this dungeon. Because there's a couple of keys that you have to actually backtrack in order to get. Like once you raise the water level the first time, then you have to go back to a couple of areas and get keys from there before you can continue on. And you don't remember to do that because that's just not part of the, like, it's not in line with the section that you're in the dungeon. So it's not really hard or anything, it's just kind of monotonous backtracking. I don't know what I would have to say would be the hardest dungeon in this. Then there's this part which I always forget. I have to hook shot up. And then of course there's always the fact that walking with iron boots makes you faster underwater for some reason.
Apparently.
I use the bottom screen for like everything. Like there's items that you can put that you don't have to use the bottom screen for. I'd still use the bottom screen for those items.
Right.
Maybe it's just me, but it just doesn't make sense to have a touchscreen controls and then not use them. That was one thing I thought was awkward in the original, um, like the original DS, You know, you had the bottom touchscreen, but then again, a lot of games didn't even use it. I was like, what was the point of having the touchscreen if you don't use the touchscreen? But then I also know that not all games are made by Nintendo. So therefore, sometimes it wasn't that Nintendo didn't use it, it's just that the developers didn't use it. Everybody praised the Water Temple and the 3DS for having like the color coding and such, but I'm not like, maybe it's just because I've done the dungeon so much, but I really don't understand what the color coding does. I mean,
I
the
guess it just
dungeon,
makes things less confusing.
well, I don't know. I mean, the dungeon's pretty straightforward about where you have to go and such. I never really found the color coding to make it any less confusing. But again, I've also played this game a million times, so it's possible that it's just because I already know all of the puzzles by heart that I really don't have that experience of playing it without the color coding and not knowing what I'm doing. As opposed to playing it with it and then knowing what I'm doing. I'm curious what they're going to do, though, in Majora's Mask 3D. They have said that several things are getting changed to make the game easier. Well, not easier, but more accessible.
I know they're adding a new mission mechanic apparently, which is kind of new.
Hmm.
Don't know how they're putting that in, but they're somehow doing it.
Yeah. I have not heard anything yet. Although, apparently Georg has an eye in the middle of his mouth now.
That's gonna be more difficult.
Yeah, a lot of fans have been commenting about that. It's like, well, maybe they're doing something with the fight there, and I don't know. I don't know what they would do that, like putting an eye in his mouth. I don't know what that would change.
It make things more difficult, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
I don't know. All we really know so far is that when they decided to go back to remake the game, Eiji Aonuma was replaying through the game, and he was fighting a boss, and he said he could not remember how to fight the boss. And so they plan to fix that, which so far the only boss that's had any changes that we've seen is Georg. So it's assumed that that's what he was talking about, which makes sense. Georg never, like, I never truly figured out the fight with Georg. So it would be nice if they fixed it and made it more obvious what you're supposed to do and such. Like, I still die very regularly on there because I just don't understand the mechanic for fighting him.
Yeah, you just hit him and you just hit him with your fins or whatever, or with the arrows, and then you go underwater and hit him. There, I explained it.
Something like that, anyway.
Took me a while, but I got it.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out when Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask 3D comes out. When it comes out, we'll know what they're changing. Na, 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 na. That was pointless. I did do the backtracking already, so I got the one key that I usually miss. I remembered to go get it because of the fact that we were talking about it. Otherwise I probably would have gotten stuck in the temple later. I almost fell. That wouldn't have been good. I suppose one thing with the color coding is that it tells you which one is which in the order.
Right.
But I mean, it's not like you can access any of them unless you hit the previous. So I don't know. Okay, yep, it's this way. I do have 2 keys, so I should be able to get through this area.
Uh,
Gosh darn it. I'm terrible at leading my shots. Hey. We apparently don't have much commentary for this temple.
I guess not.
I mean, I guess what can you say about this temple? It's the water temple.
Yeah.
Oh, why did you do that?
But
Oh, I jumped onto the thing and then Link jumped off the thing.
oh, bad Link.
It's like, why? I didn't want to do that. It's not what I needed to do. There we go. Didn't jump off the platform that time. Gyro controls are nice, but sometimes I forget to like centralize the 3DS before I open up the button, open up the item. And that gets really annoying real quickly. Alright, time for this part. Time for the shadow.
Yay!
Honestly, this should have been the boss of the dungeon instead of Morpha. This guy is much harder. Wow, that went
How
fast.
the hell did you feed him so quick?
That went fast.
How many hearts do you even have?
I have, what, 8 hearts?
And if Dark Link is the same, then you beat him in like 1 or 2 turns. How the hell did that happen?
Not sure how I did that quickly. I've never done it that quickly. Yay, Song of Time. Where is that? Here it is. this was the Ocarina of Time version, I would have every song memorized. But now, this is the 3DS version. And I don't even know the songs. Like, be careful, don't get swallowed by the vortexes. Clearly. Any player who has to be warned that a whirlpool is probably going to kill you probably should not be playing this game. Oh, there's a whirlpool. I wonder if it'll kill me.
Dies.
What did you think was going to happen? I love how the fairies can just like clip right through the walls. Because if that makes perfect sense. Alright, let's go over here to do this. Shoot an arrow here, then long shot over there. That should give me the last small key of the dungeon.
Yay!
Unless there's one more. Don't remember. Seems like I still missed to go somewhere. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. I remember having to push a block, and I don't remember doing that. Yay for backtracking in the dungeon again, because I don't remember... I know I missed something. I just don't know where. Where did I miss it? Must have been the second floor. There's an entire area on the first floor that I missed. Well, let's see what we've missed over here. Where are we? Over there. I just went all the way around for no reason. Into this, we missed something over here. Oh, right, this section. It can't be done until you get the long shot. That's right. So now there's still more small keys. In fact, I think I may have missed one. Yet again, I always miss one. I don't know, we'll find out. There's this room. Water temple. Maybe this temple is hated for so much for a reason. If I could hit the arrow button instead of the bomb button, that would be great. I really do feel like I missed a spot, because I know I had to push a block on one floor and then go up to the next floor to continue pushing it. And I don't remember pushing it the first time, which means somewhere I'm going to end up lowering the water level and then raising it again. But I guess we'll find out when we finish this set of puzzles. Pretty sure I hit everything on each floor, though. And it still says there's an entire area on the second floor I didn't discover. In before I get up here, and I need a key. Out of this room. The one that had to jump over 3 water things and avoid the tech-tykes at the end because they tried to knock me off on the third one.
Woo!
Whee! What I do know is there is a gold skulltula right here. I'm gonna need a key right up here, aren't I? Yes, I am. Kill me now.
Yay!
I love it when I completely miss one entire key. Now I have to do this entire stupid dungeon all over again. Well, this entire section of the dungeon all over again when I come back. I don't even know where that key is that I missed. I know where it is and that I know what puzzle I have to solve for it, but I don't actually know where it is. I don't know where the start of the puzzle for that is. I'm pretty sure that did I really just go... Oh my goodness. How annoying. Oh, gosh dang it. Curse of the Water Temple. I tell ya. You know, I think this episode is long enough.
Yeah, it just ended already.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode we'll come back after I figure out where it was that I missed to backtrack at. And we'll continue and complete the water dungeon. So, if you've been enjoying, please feel free to subscribe if you're new. Also feel free to leave a rating and leave a comment. I already said subscribe. I was going to say feel free to subscribe the second time. And I'll see everybody next time.
Bye.
Keep coming, punny on everybody.
Alright.